Hi. So we are back. Day two of the Biologist at 100 conference ended successfully. It was indeed a very great conference. It was a great time. I really enjoyed my time at the conference venue. Today it was very cold and it's still cold anyway, but I think I'm beginning to acclimatize to the atmospheric condition in this environment. So what is the takeaway for me in today's conference? Six major big takeaway from today's conference. And I want to share this with you with the hope that it will also help you in your growth and in your career advancement. So there are six major things that I learned from today's conference. The conference started with discussions that borders around biodiversity and climate change. And one key thing I learned from that particular presentation was that anything can be learned, anything can be researched, and anything can be presented as long as it is your area of interest and it is something that actually makes your heart to sing and you are very passionate about it. You really want to learn it. These things can be learned and you can actually present it at international forums, in symposium, in conferences, and even on webinars as well. So I saw PhD students take the stage to talk about, their studies. Some are working on, plants. Some are working on biodiversity. Some are working on mitochondria. Some are working on some stuff that on a norm you wouldn't even believe that somebody will commit 4 years of his or her life to study, and they are very passionate about it. So I learned that in life and in academia, anything can be researched, anything can be learned, and anything can be presented in as much as it is something that interests you and it is something that makes your heart to sing. Lesson number two: no course of pursuit is easy. I learned that no course of pursuit in life is easy. For the fact that you are not a medical doctor doesn't mean that somebody who is studying zoology, has an easy life. And for the fact that you are not studying engineering doesn't mean that somebody who is studying science communication and all of that, has an easy life. There is no course of pursuit in life that is easy. Each life's endeavor or each pursuit in life comes with its own ups and downs, its own hurdles that you need to surmount. So don't study a course because you think this course is easy. If you look at the intricacies of what people are actually studying, you'll be motivated, and even join me to conclude that indeed there is no pursuit in life that is easy, and each pursuit in life comes with its own price. And if you're willing to commit yourself to it, you will actually achieve the prize at the long run. Lesson number three that I learned from today's conference was that public speaking is key in your career growth and development, because I saw firsthand, young PhD students, some who are just first year in their PhD program, some are in their final years, some are already done with their PhD and they are doing postdoc and all of that. One key that unites all of them, irrespective of what they are or what they were studying, actually was the fact that you needed a platform for you to stand before known or an unknown audience, to sell your idea, to tell your stories, and to communicate with members of your audience. And they did this by harnessing their public speaking skills. So for me, this is something that I'm very peculiar about, and I've spent the past few years of my life learning public speaking, effective communication, and how it can help you to grow in your career as well. And today I saw it firsthand. Even since yesterday, I've been seeing many people taking the stage, presenting their ideas, telling their stories, and making impactful presentation. So if you are a researcher, maybe in anywhere in the world, and you are here to start harnessing your public speaking skills, I think it is high time you commit yourself to it, because the prize does not go to the person to whom the idea first occurred. In science, the prize goes to the person who was able to stand and to convince the world. So if you have done your research, you need the ability to be able to stand and to present your ideas. And I also saw that there were some persons, of course, it is natural for you to feel tense and to feel uneasy when the time comes for you to mount the stage to speak. I saw that if you see public speaking from the standpoint of having a conversation, then you will not be afraid. Then you will not be overwhelmed with all of the discomforting feelings that comes with the opportunity to stand and to speak. Young individuals came on stage and they engaged the audience in conversation, ideal focused conversation, and everybody listening. One of the reasons most people are terrified of standing to speak in public, as I have discovered, is that we are not just comfortable with being isolated from the audience and being placed on stage and all eyes, it's on us. We'll feel terrified. But if you see this as an awesome opportunity for you to share your idea, for you to tell your story, and you want to tell your story from the standpoint of a conversation and not just making a presentation, I feel your message will come alive. I also learned that there is no member of the audience who came to this conference with the preparation to make sure that you fail in the course of your presentation. Everybody came with the intent of willing to learn, of willing to listen to you. And that is how it is at every event. Members of the audience are there because they respect you and because they really want to learn from you. So there's no reason for you to be afraid. There's no reason for you to be terrified. So have a story, have a research, do your research, and take the stage and share your story. Lesson number 4 that I learned from today's conference is that attend to learn. More often than not, what is being presented in different rooms of the conference or different venues of the conference may not entirely relate to your primary course of pursuit. Don't just isolate yourself and you feel idle or you are doing something else. Attend to learn, because there is no knowledge that is lost. Whether you like it or not, somebody must say something or perhaps present his or her research in a particular way that interests you or that you may not have been aware of. So when you attend these conferences, you open up your mind, you have an open mind that you really want to learn, and learning, is endless. The more we learn, the more we know. And until, you die, you should never stop learning. So attend to learn. I was not entirely a biodiversity kind of person, but in today's conversation, I learned a lot. I got to understand what is happening in terms of climate change and how every one of us will have a role to play to cut down the threat that is arising from loss of biodiversity and the damage that we are causing to our environment. So I tend to learn. No knowledge is lost. Lesson number 5. Women are taking the stage, and I must say this, and I'm saying this with the whole of my heart, with the whole of my being. I was blown away. This conference, honestly, I think I won't be wrong if I say 70% of all presentation, 70% of all activities at this conference were championed by women. Scientists, of international repute, who are doing great research, who are doing excellent science in their labs, they are on stage, making presentation. And I feel this is an encouragement for you, a lady out there, and you are feeling intimidated by the presence of Mr. A or Mr. B. They are women who have actually decided to break the genes, to think without the box, and they are doing research and they are on stage making their presentation. So don't isolate yourself. Don't allow anybody to intimidate you. They took the stage just as the men did, and they shared the ideas. They received questions from members of the audience, and they gave their honest opinion to those questions. That was amazing. Like, I learned a lot, and I was blown away with their level of intelligence, with the way they presented their points, and how they came across as experts in their various fields. So whatever you are studying, give it your best, be the best at it. And when the time comes for you to share your idea, open your mouth and tell your story the way you would want your story to be told. Then finally, the 6th lesson that I learned from today's conference is that there is power in belonging to a community. There's power in joining a community, and there's power in being a member of a group. There are lots of opportunities that are bound, but these opportunities are not open for everybody. They are not open to everybody. They are open to members of a community. So my advice for you is, it is either you join a community or it is either you start a community. So join a community. There are lots and lots of opportunities that are bound. There are lots of opportunity for collaboration. There are lots of opportunity for cross-pollination of knowledge, resources, toolkits and materials that you can use to do your research. There are funding opportunities that are available for people who are members of the same, community. And there are people who are willing to actually help make your career journey, a smooth ride, if and only if you belong to this community. So don't do your research in silos. Don't do your research, alone, aloof in the journey of academic excellence. Connect with people, belong to communities, have an open mind, and doors of opportunities will open up to you. So these are the 6 lessons that I learned from today's conference, day 2 of the Biologists at 100 conference. It's been an amazing opportunity. I've learned a lot. I've been challenged. I'm challenged to have an open mind. I've been challenged to understand that no course or pursuit in life is easy. Everybody's profession has ups and downs in it. There are difficulties in it. And that for the fact that somebody is studying zoology and I'm studying medicine and surgery doesn't mean that the person who is studying zoology or plant science and biotechnology has an easier life than myself. I am giving my best to be the best in medicine. He is giving his best to be the best, in plant science and biotechnology. So these are amazing lessons that I learned, and I felt I should share this with you, just among the list that it might actually help you in your career progress. And tomorrow, day 3 is going to be super amazing. I discovered an amazing professor from Nigeria, Professor Iruka N. Okeke. She's going to be focusing majorly on antimicrobial resistance, and I've been longing to have one-on-one conversation with this professor, and I'm happy that I met her here in Liverpool, and we are going to be blessed from her wealth of knowledge when she take the stage to learn. So, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are, keep an open mind, keep learning, keep on learning, keep relearning. Don't think outside the box now, but think without the box, because you never knew who kept the box there in the first place. Peace.